Commences on the 23rd of January and will run until the 7th of February 2016, bringing Vienna to Mzansi on its opening night with the popular Viennese New Year Concert. Surely audiences are in for a fix for the rest of the festival. Joining us in studio to tell us more about this year's program and what we can look forward to is the organizer, Alexandra. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you, Lebo.
For somebody who might not know, what is the Johanneburg International Mozart Festival?
So the Mozart Festival is 2 weeks of concerts which are loosely based around Mozart's ideas or works, things that happened in his life. And we invite local artists and musicians and international artists and musicians, and they do a range of orchestral concerts, chamber concerts, and new music works.
Now, what is the significance of this year's theme? I believe you have a theme every year.
Yes, so this year's theme, alla Turca, literally means in the Turkish style. But we are more broadly taking it to mean exotic influences on music. So this year's composer in residence, Pieter Louis van Dijk, has a lot of San Bushman influence on his music. The music and culture of the San Bushmen have appeared in his works.
And how do you ensure that it's different every year?
Well, we get a lot of different musicians, obviously, but the themes end up lending themselves to very different feelings for each festival. So, for example, last year was Masquerade, which obviously was quite a nice one, especially for the Viennese New Year. But this year's Alla Turca has a sort of slightly different slant of bringing into harmony different cultures.
Yeah. All right, who's on the lineup this year?
So this year we've got several South African artists. For example, the Odeon String Quartet, which is the only resident string quartet at a university in South Africa as part of the University of the Free State, and that's headed up by Samson Diamond. And we've got the Chanticleer Singers, who are a chamber choir, and we've got Duo 442, of which Magdalena is a member.
Yeah.
Then on the international side, we've got Peter Donahoe, who is a foremost British pianist. We've got the Ernst Sisters from Turkey. We've got Pascal Gallet from France. And we've got Johannes Fleischmann and Philipp Ruskin, who are being brought out by the Austrians.
Now, the festival's been running for 8 years now. How do you ensure that it's fresh every year? And what do you attribute the festival's success to?
Well, the festival's success is to the high quality of musicians that we get to perform, the high quality of works, the fantastic range of music from both local composers and obviously all the classical favorites, of which there is such a large variety.
Talk to us about the vocal scholarship scheme.
So this was started in 2012. Joseph Prochka, who is associated with the Hochschule für Musik und Tanz in Cologne, came out to do some vocal masterclasses. And from those masterclasses, we selected students to go overseas on a full scholarship. We are now in the third year. We've got 5 candidates currently overseas, and we hope to pick a 6th one at this year's festival.
Yeah. And how the previous recipients, do they actually take part in the festival? How does that work?
Yes, so Professor Prochka runs a vocal masterclass where he will train up the singers over a week. He will assess their progress, and then they perform in a concert on the last weekend of the festival. And it's sort of like a competition, and one of the participants is selected from that, and then they are fully funded and overseas.
All right, give us the dates again.
So we start on the 23rd of January, which is next weekend, with the Viennese New Year Concert, which runs the Saturday and the Sunday. We've then got choral concert on the 26th, which is a tribute to the composer in residence. We've got Mozart's birthday concert on the 27th. And then we run a series of smaller concerts for 2 weeks, ending with a large piano recital on the 6th of February. That's Peter Donahoe. And then the final concert on the 7th of February, which is Pieter Louis van Dijk. And James Grace will be performing works at that concert. It is a concert for the whole family.
Yeah, so everybody can come.
Everybody can come.
Were you forced to learn piano piano, by the way? Since
No.
you're such a conductor. I cannot imagine this house with
Well.
all this music in it. Alex, thank you so much for talking to us. Send our regards to your dad. Alexandra is part of the team that is responsible for putting together the Johannesburg International Mozart Festival, taking place from the 8th, rather it's the 8th annual Johannesburg International Mozart Festival, taking place from the 23rd of January and runs until the 7th of February.